The Vechain team just unleashed Veworld version 2.4.0, and honestly, calling it just an update would be like calling Tesla's autopilot just cruise control. This is a complete ecosystem reimagining. Let's start with the game changer, the new X2E carousel. For those not familiar, X2E means X to earn, think, move to earn, play to earn, drive to earn. Veworld now showcases these applications front and center with sleek visuals that actually make you want to explore. But here's the genius part. Each panel now displays join dates, user base numbers, and individual activity metrics. This isn't just eye candy, it's transparency that builds trust. The Vebetter environment has received what I'd call the Netflix treatment. You now have dedicated spaces for X2E apps, collapsible sections for statistics, and instant access to your favorites. The navigation flow has been redesigned from the ground up to eliminate friction. Every click, every swipe, every interaction has been optimized. But here's where it gets interesting for investors. Veworld now functions like a standalone application. The in-app browser has been completely rebuilt with expanded screen real estate, standardized entry flows, and native web features. This means users spend more time in the ecosystem, which directly translates to increased network activity and token utility. The search functionality alone deserves attention. They've introduced bottom sheet results, that's tech speak for search results that slide up from the bottom of your screen, combined with responsive keyboard interactions and updated tab functions. Finding applications is now lightning fast and intuitive. Now, if this ecosystem evolution is getting you as excited as it's getting me, show some love with that like button. Here's what separates smart money from retail: understanding the strategic implications behind these technical updates. Veworld 2.4.0 introduces a smarter onboarding process that highlights curated X2E applications. But the brilliant part? It adapts after just 3 user actions or once $50 worth of VT has been utilized. This adaptive onboarding isn't accidental. It's psychological engineering designed to increase engagement rates. Higher engagement means more transactions mean more fee burns, and more fee burns mean, well, you can connect those dots. Looking at the roadmap, Vechain is targeting seamless logins across multiple applications without repeated certificate signings. Translation users can jump between different apps in the ecosystem without the hassle of constant authentication. They're also planning wallet switching capabilities without logging out entirely. But the real catalyst is happening in parallel, the Hayabusa Devnet. This isn't just another testnet, it's introducing updated token reward mechanisms and a fresh consensus approach. The target? Mainnet deployment by the end of 2025. Here's where it gets exponentially interesting. The Interstellar Phase scheduled for 2026. JSON RPC integration will enable cross-chain communication, effectively transforming Vechain Thor from an isolated blockchain into a bridge connecting multiple ecosystems. Think about the implications. Viet could become a utility token for cross-chain operations across various networks. Now let's talk about what everyone's really here for, the price action. VT is currently trading at 2.4 cents, down 1.46% in the past 24 hours. But before you dismiss this as just another red day, let me show you what the charts are actually telling us. Analyst Girion identified something crucial. VET has maintained a rock-solid support line stretching back to 2020. That's 4 years of consistent support at these levels. In technical analysis, support levels that hold for years become extremely significant, psychological and mathematical barriers. The first target sits at 5 cents. That's more than a 100% move from current levels. But here's where it gets spicy. If that level breaks, we're looking at resistance near 8.2 cents and then 12 cents. That's a potential 400% move from today's prices. The monthly relative strength index stands at 46, which means we have significant room for upward momentum before reaching overbought conditions. For context, RSI readings below 50 often indicate assets are undervalued relative to their recent trading history. But here's what the mainstream analysis is missing: the correlation between ecosystem development and token performance. Every major Vechain ecosystem upgrade has historically preceded significant price movements. Veworld 2.4.0 combined with the Hayabusa development and 2026 interoperability plans creates a fundamental catalyst stack that could support sustained price appreciation. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the risks. Vechain operates in the enterprise blockchain space, which means adoption timelines can be longer than retail-focused projects. The X2E sector, while promising, is still proving its long-term sustainability. Market conditions remain challenging, and even the strongest fundamentals can't overcome macroeconomic headwinds. The 2025 mainnet timeline for Hayabusa introduces execution risk delays could impact investor confidence. However, the risk-reward ratio appears favorable at current levels. The combination of established enterprise partnerships, ecosystem development, and technical support levels creates what I'd consider an asymmetric opportunity. For positioning, consider dollar-cost averaging at these levels rather than attempting to time a perfect entry. The 2020 support level provides a clear invalidation point for risk management. If this analysis is adding value to your crypto research process, that subscribe button is calling your name. We dive deep into projects that others overlook, and trust me, you don't want to miss what we're covering next week. Warriors Vechain is building something substantial with Veworld 2.4.0 and the broader ecosystem developments we've discussed. While the market might be overlooking these fundamentals today, smart money recognizes preparation when they see it. The combination of user experience improvements, ecosystem expansion, and technical price levels creates a compelling narrative for 2025 and beyond. Whether VT reaches those analyst targets depends on execution, market conditions, and continued ecosystem growth. I genuinely appreciate you spending your valuable time with TJ Crypto World today. Your engagement in the comments section makes these deep dives possible, and I read every single response. Before you go, check out our complete Vechain enterprise adoption analysis. The video is linked right here on your screen. It perfectly complements today's technical discussion and might just change how you view this project's potential. Until next time, keep building those positions, keep learning, and keep pushing forward in this incredible space we call cryptocurrency. Peace out, warriors.